Quantum is looking very bullish on the high time frame. You do not want to miss this because it has insane potential. Go ahead and like and subscribe this video, and we're going to jump right on into it. So Quantum is right here. It's ranked number 88 out of all cryptocurrencies. You know, not too bad. Definitely more of a medium cap coin. It has $788 million in the market, which seems like a lot, but a lot of these cryptocurrencies have in the billions. So we definitely have a lot of room to grow on this coin. Overall, not disappointed. So let's go ahead and dive on in. I'll show you exactly why I am so bullish on it. And the first thing I really want to show you is right here on the weekly chart. Now, take note, we're on the log chart right now because if you take off the log chart, it makes it a lot harder to see the entire price action. But on the log chart, it makes it clear as day. So right here, we have a weekly breaker. And although it's a little bit in a weird spot, we know it's very, very significant. And the reason why is because of the interaction we've had at that level. So this is our breaker. It tested it once, tested it twice, tested it 3 times, got above the level, then we retested it here, accelerated the upside, came back in, hit it again, and now we didn't even tap it the last time. That means we made a higher low on this support level. That is a very good interaction, and I love seeing these SR flips. So the next thing I want to show you guys is this blue line right here. Take off the log chart, becomes a little smoother. This is our 50 moving average, or I'm sorry, the 200 moving average on the weekly. All right. 200 moving average on the weekly. This is an exceptionally important level. And just to show you how important it is, we're going to go to the Bitcoin chart. Okay. I got to find one that has enough price history on it. Let's go to the BLX. This is the all-time chart for Bitcoin. And if you go over here and you can see, we have the massive bull run that happened in 2017. We collapsed all the way down. Where did we find our final support at? Right here, 200 moving average on the weekly chart. This is an extremely significant level that cannot be understated. Just like right here on the COVID crash, where do we find support at? 200 moving average on the weekly, guys. Very, very significant level. So anytime that I see an interaction where we reclaim the 50 or the 200 moving average on the weekly, I'm always taking a lot of interest in it. So Quantum looks really, really good on the US dollar pairing because of that. Now, let's go to the BTC pairing, and I'm also going to show you this. The first thing I want to show you guys is how incredibly far we've dropped. Okay? Absolutely massive, massive drop. We've dropped 99 or 96%. Our all-time, we dropped 99.27%, but right now we're around 96% down from the lows. That means we have a tremendous amount of room to grow. That's really, really interesting, right? Let's go back to the log chart, make it a little easier to look at, and go to the monthly chart. Monthly, right? Really, really high time frame stuff. We have this breaker, and this breaker has held up extremely well right here. And we went below the breaker, but we closed back above it, and we're starting to push up from it. That looks really, really good. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you guys on the 2-week level, this 2-week breaker, same sort of thing we saw before. We established the breaker, went down here, tested it, rejected, busted above, came down, and we retested it, confirming it as support. So these horizontal support resistance flops are extremely important, and they establish a really good base to bounce from. So all of these things combined give me a lot of confidence that we're going to see some upside with this coin. Now, make sure you understand these are some very high time frame levels, which means 2 things. I don't know when it's going to pop. We don't know when it's going to explode because it is such a high time frame thing. And number 2, that means that it has significant growth on a very high time frame. That means this can go for several months before it fully tops off, guys, okay? Just understand the amount of potential that you have with Quantum. If you have not liked and subscribed to this video, make sure to do it now. And I have other videos with a playlist I will be putting above my head right now where you can look at other altcoins that I recommend to try to get into. So outside of that, have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces, boys.